Have you ever loved something so much that you just want to make it happen every day? Me neither. This is a podcast a day. Pod a day, Dr. Way. Will Byers is sorry, pass it on. So I spoke about what's his name? Noah the Schnapp recently. I think I was just like low on topics, and I was like bringing up kind of Noah Schnapp, even though it was like kind of a thing that happened a while ago, and I was just kind of making a joke or something. And now there's actually something to talk about. So now it's like two Noah Schnapps. It's like two Schnapps for the price of one. Buy one get Schnapp free. Because basically it seemed I saw this thing like Stranger Things PR team trying their best to get us to watch the new season because I saw like what's his name? I was calling Will Byers. Sure, Will Byers was posted up kind of like a little apology kind of video, not straight up apologizing, but just kind of being like explaining or just being like, I just want peace, man. You know, Tony Stark vibes, and it's like, oh yeah, obviously he's kind of been told to do this. Like, yeah, we're filming Stranger Things right now, and I also remember them saying after like season 4 because they kind of shafted or it seemed to shaft, Finn Wolfhard and Noah Schnapp's characters like Will and Mike. I like the show. I know the characters' names. Will and Mike aren't really in it that much. They're like relegated to B camp, like chilling with the California guy in the fine when everyone's doing cool shit and on these cool sets and that everyone's running up that hill and they're just kind of chilling in like a pizza restaurant doing niche, you know. Everyone is out there, Michael Moonstone making moves and they're doing niche, right? And you know, people notice that a little bit, and then the Duffer brothers were kind of like they're going to be big players. We actually kind of see Will Byers being the main character, so they kind of put their flag out and said Will Byers is kind of going to be our main guy for season 5, and I doubt they changed their mind really. I'm sure that's probably still going to be the case. So they're if he was going to have the same involvement probably as season 4, they probably wouldn't have even have really made him say shit. But they're like, this is gonna be our main guy. He's gonna be in all the trailers. Like him being emotional. I remember like the few scenes he did have in season 4 when like he's in the car and he's like being emotional and he's like crying and shit. And that with Mike and his brother. All of the Stranger Things. I was about to say the Stranger Things girlies, almost like belittling or whatever people who like get into Stranger Things, even though I am self-confessed a fan of the show. But all the people, the hardcore stands on Twitter were like posting these clips like, oh my god, strange, like Will, he's literally, I could die for this man. And now trying to pull out that same kind of shit next season when like Will's having these impactful moments, whatever what they're trying to have, and people are just memeing it. And maybe that might work anyway, and just in terms of the clips will still get out there, maybe not in the same sentimental reasons you wanted and you got from season 4. People won't be clowning on it, but that's probably going to happen. So that's probably what they're trying to do. That being said, I'm actually not here to like chat shit actually about Noah Schnapperino. Because people, they're quick to convict. And Noah Schnapp, look, it's hard to defend him because he came out and he said like a controversial thing or whatever. I think I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't know too much about it. And the stuff. So I just know that what he said was controversial, basically. And it wasn't just that he posted all those Instagram posts, like pages and pages of like written out notes, whatever. He then kind of like doubled down with the whole thing, the Zionist thing. Will Byers is Zionist, pass it on. And like had them stickers and stuff, and was like doubling down on it or whatever. And it's like now he's taking more like an on the fence approach, like I just want peace for both parties, I just want peace in general, I just want peace type thing. That's all I wish for. And it's like at the end of the day, like the way I see it is Noah Schnapp is a young guy. How old is he? Is he still a teenager? Let's Google that right now. Noah. I hate typing with one hand. I say it every time. It sucks. He's 19. He's 19. And he was making a post that he thought was like, in his mind, the post he was making, and I know you could argue this with anyone, people posting like racist or like anyone who's posting any kind of stuff, they're posting it from a place where they think what they're saying is a good thing and helpful and right or whatever. But he's like, he was posting language he thought was on par with saying stuff like, let's not chop down trees, something like I can see like how from his point of view he was just posting like a good-hearted thing. He's a 19-year-old, and people are now just so quick to like convict you, with a life sentence of, you know, you'll never work in this town again for like being 18 maybe at the time and tweeting something, and you have a huge platform and all of a sudden it's like a whole thing or whatever. And it's like, I actually think out of all of the cast, he probably actually would have got the least work after Stranger Things anyway. I don't think he's a bad actor at all. I think they're all good. But I just think we'll do that right now actually. How about we rank them? I actually think most work, it depends. I think biggest, like, who'll be in like big. I think Sadie Sink, Millie Bobby Brown, and Finn Wolfhard will get the most work after. I think those will be the top three. I mean, but Finn Wolfhard's done like Ghostbusters and stuff. He has also done like a Jesse Eisenberg's directorial debut, which is more like of a smaller critical film. But I see like Millie Bobby Brown and Finn Wolfhard being in more of like the bigger profitable films, and I see Sadie Sink getting a lot more work because I think she probably one of, if not one of the better actors out of the kids. And she was in The Well and stuff, so I see them three getting the most. Then closely behind, maybe you could put him up into that category, but I think very closely behind I'd then put Caleb McLaughlin, the black one, in case the black kid. In case, yeah, Caleb McLaughlin, I see him maybe even actually being in that group as well, because I've actually seen him get a fair amount of work since. I'd put him up there. He seems to be because also as well, I feel like Finn Wolfhard has like a very distinctive look, like Gator Matarazzo, distinctive look. So like some of these kids are very distinctive looks, whereas someone like Caleb McLaughlin is a little bit more versatile in that sense. I see him getting a lot of work as well. Not work done, getting work. Just to be clear, because that's been a thing I see all the time. People like work done detectives who out of nowhere just like bring up people's pictures and be like, this guy's definitely have work done. Let's break it down. And I just find that to be like a really weird thing people do also on Twitter. But like, then after them four, Gayton, it's tricky with Gayton because like he has that bone density thing. So and he has like which brings the speech impediment and stuff. And it's like when you have those two things, you have a distinctive look, which either means you'll get a lot of work or you won't get a lot of work because it's just difficult. So it's hard to call it with him, but I've not seen him have much work outside of Stranger Things since, so I'm just gonna put him down here next. And then Noah Schnapp, I've not seen in anything since or during so far Stranger Things, so it's just hard to call. I don't really think this small controversy, which in 5 years' time can easily be forgotten about, will stop him getting jobs. Like I don't think it's actually suicide for his career. It's just in the internet sense. But if you go to if you get like a audition for something and you go in and you're the best, like they'll give it to you probably. I'd assume, unless it was like, I guess maybe like a big Marvel project and they just think, we're better off going with someone else in this case. But like there's people working in Hollywood right now who have done like way worse, I guess. But I just think at the same time he's 19. It's like making some tweets. You were maybe like, I don't know. It's like people, right, want to be open, right, to the fact that rehabilitation can be a thing in terms of criminals. Like you can kill someone, or you can do like, you can do whatever, and you can be rehabilitated and forgiven and back in the world, and everything's hunky dory. But then, on the online sense, you can't do like a twelfth of that. You can't have a bad tweet or a bad little moment and ever come back from it in that sense. And it's just like, if you're sorry and you're genuinely sorry and it was just like whatever, then it's like, what's the big deal? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Noah Schnapp did not pay me to say this. If he did, I would sell my soul and defend him with my life. I could do with the cash. Um, but yeah, no. Because up until like very recently, and what can I say? I'm also a sucker. I kind of just watched the video and I could see through what's happening, and I just kind of felt like, I feel like I don't know. I just kind of felt bad. I'm very a sucker for that kind of thing. So, because before it was like I was just memeing on it as well, laughing at him, being like, "Oh, you fucked it up a bit, haven't you?" But now I'm a little bit more, you know. So, yeah, I got that thing going on. I think the cat is in here right now, and I just feel like my entire face is covered with the cat's hair, and I'm not allergic, but I don't know. I ain't far off because sorry, I just feel weird. Um, and I've had a cat my whole life, so you'd think that'd be something you'd notice by now. So it's just this one specifically. Maybe it doesn't molt more or something. I don't know. Mourinho got sacked from Roma, which is crazy. I didn't realize they was in a bad place. They're like ninth in the table. He got the sack. Um, Immediately Chelsea fans saying, "Bring him to us." Don't see it happening really. Unless Pochettino gets sacked, like if we don't beat Middlesbrough, therefore not get into the cup final, especially if Liverpool lose somehow to Fulham and the final ends up being Fulham and Middlesbrough, and it's like you could have beaten Middlesbrough. Like to get a trophy, you would have had to have beaten Middlesbrough and Fulham. Like it's more likely going to be Liverpool, but that's a possibility, and you couldn't do it. That don't look great. Like he is turning things around very very slowly in the league a bit. Like we're not a million miles off away from everyone else now. We're still like ninth. So like we were one of the first people to play in the game week, and we won, and we went up to like eighth. And Newcastle and United were behind us, and people were like screen capping it, like people saying we're in an awful position. Look how quickly things can change. We're now above Newcastle and United, and we're up to eighth from being down in like 11th or 10th or something. And it's like, firstly, the other teams haven't played yet, and since then, yeah, we're in ninth. So all which has changed this week is we went from 10th to ninth. And yeah, we are like 6 points off certain teams, but also like 3 points off certain teams below us. It's like any game can be the difference from being like seventh in the table or being 12th in the table. So like I just find it hard that anyone can lean completely either way in terms of he's amazing and to say and we're turning a corner, or he's goddamn awful. It's just so hard to call really. Just on a personal standpoint, outside of what's fair and right, Mourinho is my favorite manager. A third time, why not? Just keeps coming back to Chelsea. It'd be fun. I like Mourinho more as a character. He did go Tottenham, but it still doesn't feel anywhere near as like bad as having like Pochettino's a Tottenham man, where Mourinho went to Tottenham and we did the double over them anyway. It's not like I don't think he beat us while he managed there or whatever. It's crazy at the moment. A lot of people want Pochettino gone, and the managers they want in isn't like anyone new. No one wants to try anything new. Everyone on Twitter I always say they either want Mourinho back or they want Tuchel back, and I like both of those managers. Like they'd be in my top three managers probably. Just out of it doesn't. I'm not saying most successful. I'm just saying they'd be my top three favorites. I mean Mourinho is the most successful, but and Pochettino wouldn't crack the top five. I mean, my top three would be Mourinho, Tuchel, Lampard. Lampard's just in there because he's Lampard. Like it's not anything to do with him doing well. I mean, the first season was nice. Got to a final, top four, young players, some good results. But like Lampard's just in there out of bias because it was really fun, especially that fun season having Lampard. And then Tuchel's in there, Champions League, and I just really, really cranked up with that. This was very soon before he got sacked, but like the handshake with Conte, like that kind of stuff makes me like a manager a lot more. Mourinho's just Mourinho, innit? The league titles, the iconic quotes, his box office. Outside of that, we played. I never liked Sarri as a character or his interviews or him on, but like he never really had a bad time at Chelsea. I mean, I feel like he got sacked after finishing like fourth or fifth, and which is a lot better than other managers. And think we won a trophy under him. I don't remember. And we played really nice football under Sarri though. And Conte won the league under, last manager won the league under. Um, you know, a lot of other managers outside. I mean, I don't know. I rarely feel much for Chelsea managers outside of really Tuchel, Lampard, and I mean Lampard's obviously had a reason why I already like Lampard before he even played a single game. But you know, Tuchel and Mourinho, outside of them two, in terms of managers, they're usually just people who wear the suit and stand on the touchline. I don't really care much about them, so I get why everyone wants one of those two back. But it's like you're in that weird limbo where it's like you're not doing well, but you're not doing bad enough, maybe. Where like the manager will go. Like people who want Ten Hag out, it's like you're just doing a little bit better than you need to be doing for a manager to go. So you're in that weird little limbo point where you're kind of just coasting by doing not great with a guy you don't really like, and you're stuck there. I don't know if we'll finish the season with Pochettino. It's hard to say. I'm leaning more like it's more likely we finish the season with Pochettino than anyone else. And there's no chance we finish it with Tuchel. Like Tuchel's in a job right now, and the new owners came in and got rid of him. To bring him back within the space like 18 months would be crazy. It just makes you like you have no idea what you're doing. Mourinho though, that's not unlikely. He needs a job right now, and if not Chelsea, make it England. Make it England. It won't be because Southgate will be taking us to that next tournament. But you know, whether we win a trophy in this tournament, get to a final, get to a semi-final, go out in the group stages, Southgate, just go. You can't sit in the chair forever. So being greedy, I want a new era. You know, I don't think I'm insane to ask for that. But yeah, that is all. 316 or whatever it is. Thank you and goodbye.